Actually on the Shonen, doesn't seem to be on the Shonen Jump app, unfortunately, so
Not anymore.
maybe again someday, who knows.
Maybe. Ah, boy. Hi, everybody. It's us, your friends from Game Jam. We're doing the holiday thing, too, and that doesn't mean we have to, just sit on our hands. So we're going to stream start to finish on Thursdays, maybe going forward. I'm Wordsy, and joining me for this one in particular is my friend TT.
Hello, it's me.
Have you ever played the Tomb Raider games?
Nope.
Perfect. This was literally my first one, so I was very into it because I never played them on the original PlayStation.
Dealing with a couple of experts.
Yeah, it's us. Can't even use the Shonen Jump app. Oh dang! Hi, Applebat. What's up, guys? How's your holiday treating you? If you're celebrating a holiday. Yeah, these are pretty good graphics for PS1. Oh, that's another thing about this game. She hits her head constantly.
Yeah, from what I understand, Lara can get kind of fucked up in this game.
A little bit. It's crazy. They really relished in animating that.
I'm not sure it's the same extent where oh, we had these people working on Mortal Kombat. Look at actual gore.
No.
But it's still.
It's like
they get a little unnecessarily gruesome, from what I understand.
Sometimes, yeah. Like there's a part when I was originally playing where I died, and I died in the same way every time. But you fall into the river, and usually that in a video game that would just cut to you, fade to black, right? You fall into the river.
There's a spike down the river or something.
There's a cutscene where you fall, the rapid takes you, and then you hit your head on a rock, and it's a lot. And
what if you had that one bit from the opening of Until Dawn over and over again?
Also, for that jump sequence that just happened, he stopped all of her momentum with his hand, and she would hit herself on the side of that boat. Yeah, since this is going to be start to finish, we're probably going to be playing all of them. But I wanted to start with this one. We'll eventually have the whole
somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't want to start with the old ones. This was a reboot for the whole series.
And there was a second one after this, right?
There's two more, actually.
Really, there's two.
Rise and Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Huh.
Yeah, we're gonna see them all.
I thought it only got the one sequel.
Nope. This was after Uncharted, so they were like, let's take Lara Croft and do Uncharted. the old ones are hard to go back to. I want to give them a
Square
shot.
Enix.
Somebody bought them for me, so.
Just had a very dumb idea.
Ooh.
I know Square's only the publisher, but like,
Skulls.
can you imagine Sora having to deal with this shit?
Well, for one, he would have just jumped the boat. Like, he would have made it. I do.
Gosh, Laura, I can take a hit like that to the head like it's nothing.
Goofy, no. What, Donald? So, when this game came out, they had like this. They were really proud of their hair technology. You can see her hair has like different strands and stuff, and it's called Tress Effects, but only the ponytail really has gravity.
So is that what Trust Effect? I knew it had something to do with the hair, but is
Yes.
it like the gravity on the individual strands or something?
It was like more realistic looking hair.
Look at that intact,
Yeah.
still together skeleton fall. That was an anatomy class skeleton.
Tress Effects also fucked up my frame rate, so this is gonna hurt. The first thing they have Laura do is fall on a goddamn piece of rebar.
Oh, right away. Huh?
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Great.
I think they were also going for like a God of War style, like, look how extreme.
Yeah, it's definitely a little... Like, the comparison is Uncharted, but...
Yeah. Oh, so Tress Effects, her hair moves all nice and stuff. It's great.
This is a lot more gruesome.
It's pretty
than
gruesome.
Uncharted ever really gets.
If you turn off Tress Effects, it's wild what they did.
Like a piece of plastic coming off the end of they just...
It's just
Take her.
polygons. Like, oh, she's still blurry.
Oh, no.
I fell over.
Laura, we gotta... It's real blurry back here, Laura. We gotta get a special shampoo for that.
So, her hair is, instead of like a bunch of individual strands, it's just like 4 blocks.
See, listen, until I get a better computer, this is how I see most video games, so maybe it's just not as big of a deal for me.
That's fair. When I played this on the Xbox originally, it was like it was like on the back of the box, and it was on like all the ads for it. Now with Tress Effects, and I was like, why does that matter?
What is this place?
We haven't actually gotten any detail of why she's here yet, have we?
Her and those people were on some sort of expedition. We don't know what they were looking for yet.
That was loud.
But we'll find out.
The only real thing I know about this game is that it's got there's another character who it's super easy to ship Lara with, I guess.
There's a couple. There's 2 in particular. I know where I fall for sure, because the other one is very a specific type of character. And we'll get to it when we get to it. This is the only one I've played, so I kind of remember all the beats. So when we get to the others, it'll be a lot more fresh for me. Also, this seems very dangerous in a cave, Laura.
I mean, it's her job to raid caves.
You're right. Ah. Oh no.
What? What?
That guy wants to help us? Obviously, there's other people on this island.
Why would you grab someone like that?
I don't know.
Seems a bad way to communicate
I tested this
benevolent
earlier.
intentions.
I forgot about that guy, and I was like,
Yeah.
that seems wild. Also, they do a thing in a little bit that I thought was really impressive. You can hear her hand scrape up against the rock for like a second. And I was like, they thought to do that. Most games wouldn't.
Huh. Right, but weren't they coming... They... Okay, maybe I misread the situation.
Tide. Need to find a way out. More fire. Thank God.
Light this.
You're gonna have to cauterize your own wound at some point.
I don't remember if she cauterizes it. I know she does treat it shortly, but we have to get through tutorial land. So all those boxes need to be, you know, where we need them to be. So we let them drift infinitely. I don't know where they're all from.
I think one of my favorite goofy bits of like anyone playing Uncharted 4 is like the increasing like strain of the suspension of disbelief regarding why are there so many places that have these boxes with wheels on them.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of that. There's a little bit of that in this game with some of the upgrades you get because it's wired these places and some of these things. Also, these boxes they just slide forward, apropos of nothing, if they fall in the back of this cart. Ah, Laura.
Gotta get out of here.
Let's go.
Well, Belora.
Up. Oh god. Airplane parts. Also, when I first played this game, I didn't understand why some of these things were here, and it makes sense later, which I was very happy about. Oh no! Danger. I gotta get to that light. Oh god. Never mind.
I guess not.
Also,
That's cool.
for a girl with the big energy, she's doing really good.
Dude, seriously. The place is collapsing, you idiot.
Yep. Also, these rocks wanna hug. Oh, please go away. All good. Hooah! My torch. Gotta climb more. When I played this initially, I was like, "Oh, look, it's like the shale slide from Firewatch, but much more intense." We did it. So this is a game that really touts, like, you need to survive in this place. Because you're alone, and there's a bunch of hostility around you. That changes rather quickly.
I mean, we've already seen at least one other person.
Yeah. Tomb Raider. What a nice sunrise.
Right, the water.
It's from right there. Alright. Now.
A lifeboat. Where are they?
I don't know much about Lara Croft's, like, family either, and I'm hoping I learn more from playing these three games before having to go back to the first one.
I think she's basically like a Batman kind of deal.
I know her dad's rich, and he did a bunch of archaeological stuff. Danger.
Doing great, hon.
Doing super good. Yep. Alright. Cool. Loading screen one. There's a lot of boats out there. Alright. So... well, that's interesting. How did that get there? I would say it came from upriver, but we all know. These are reboot trilogies, so what you learn about the movie is different. Oh, okay.
Come on.
Oh. They just entirely change it. Well, that's fine, I guess. Alright. We're good. We're out of danger. Get a good look at the lifeboats. Lorecroft, everybody. A heroine. Whoop. The double jump in this game is also weird. You can just kind of put your hands and feet on a wall and you'll go up. I don't actually understand how she does it.
They must have come this way.
TV.
Sam? Roth? Can anyone hear me?
Nope.
I've got to find them.
Alright. So, I was a fool, and I thought, oh, that's where we need to go, but I didn't realize that's not textured all the way. So you will obviously have to fall. Also, that looked like it would really hurt.
Yeah, probably.
God. She's taken a lot of punishment.
And it's been like 20 minutes.
Hit that. Weird. Let's see how much of this game I actually remember.
Looks abandoned.
Because it is. Oh, her face got way clean really fast. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
Whoa, what? When?
it's the rain, obviously.
Yeah, sure.
That drumming coming from the game?
Yes.
Please respond.
Okay.
That's the backing music.
There was noise coming from real life and it was confusing for a moment.
More people playing bongos downstairs.
No, but it happened. It started at the same time.
Ah.
It was a very different noise of a siren
Huh.
because they're wheeling. They do a thing in the neighborhood where they drive Santa around on the back of a car.
Oh. Yeah, I'm wearing a Santa hat. That's about as far as we're getting here.
Croft Kringle.
Smooth. Ever think about the PSX game as your dreams and how the town is called Mosbaya? Monsbaya? Huh. Interesting. No, I've never heard of that.
I've been thinking a lot about on-the-nose names lately because I just played through
Here's the
an Ace Attorney
world's
game.
famous archaeologist, Lara Croft.
Was that dude's name Romain Latouche or something
She's
like
on
that?
the hunt
It-
for the lost kingdom of Yamatai.
So that's his localized name, Romain Latouche. And I thought that was pretty egregious
This is serious.
until I looked up
I know.
his Japanese name, which is straight up just Romaine Lettuce.
I'm close to something.
Also, this is the other character that I've heard is very easy to ship Laura with.
Yeah, Sam. They're best friends.
Yeah.
Even if they should.
Gals,
Yeah, that's it.
gals being pals.
You know this stuff better than
Yeah.
anyone. Seriously, I'm not just saying this to make you feel better. I trust you. Roth trusts you. You got this. Now let's take a break, okay?
Laura is
Okay,
along on the
okay.
trip as an expert on history.
Thanks.
A lot like Nathan Drake would be.
She's not always this serious, you know?
Sam's hair doesn't have tress effects.
No, she's got that PS2 short hair.
About this expedition, Laura. It's not just Sam's family funding us. I put my savings on the line too.
We've all got some kind of stake in this. The funding won't last forever, Whitman.
That's precisely why we should push east.
Fire department does some
west.
kind of minor holiday parade around here. Dang.
No one believes Yamatai is that far east.
Why do people make so
Oh,
much
they're doing a
noise?
Yamatai thing.
Yeah.
Well, whoever wrote those books never found Yamatai.
It's
To Roth about this. There's no
is Yamatai supposed to be basically the same thing as Mu, or is that?
I believe that is correct. I've never dug too far deep into it. I've heard people talk about it before.
I'm the lead archaeologist here.
And when were you last in the field without a TV crew behind you?
Got 30 years experience, 2 PhDs, 1 in East Asian history. So why don't you just stick to boats, Mr. Grimm?
Ship, Dr. Whitman. It's a ship. You don't need a PhD to know that.
We can really get a snapshot of everybody's personality immediately.
That's where we need to go.
Laura, my little bird. I'd follow you almost anywhere, but that place has a bad energy.
Bad storms, more like, makes the Bermuda Triangle look like Disney
This is
World.
the other guy that people ship Laura with.
Stories about Queen Himiko say she could summon
Well,
storms. Miss, are
the
you sure
blonde
they
guy?
said some
Yeah, the college
version of the
nerd guy.
truth? What if Yamatai was somewhere in the triangle itself?
College.
This is
Yeah.
the satellite imagery from inside the Dragon's
He has an
Triangle.
escape shirt, so he's a tech
Are we
guy.
talking? Okay, this guy.
Yeah, not
I thought you meant the one that looked like a college professor.
No, that's Dr. Whitman. He's like the annoying lead archaeologist that's above Laura.
It's my decision. We're going into the Dragon's Triangle.
Why am I even here?
Yeah, so Yamatai is a country that people aren't totally sure where it might have actually existed,
Mm-hmm.
and it's sort of been mythologized over time.
Ooh. Robin Atkinson.
Well, it was definitely in Japan
Yeah.
during the
I can't just sit here.
the time it was called Wa, which is like its oldest recorded name.
To eat.
Carnius, people do ship Laura and Alex. It's just less than Sam. I personally prefer Sam.
God, what's going on here?
Yeah, and when I first heard of Yamatai, it was sort of conflated with the whole missing continent of Mu. In a similar vein of like Lemuria or Atlantis.
Alright, let's get a bow. This is going to become our bread and butter, essentially.
I can do this.
So do you... I guess there's still some fleshy bits, but it really feels like he should have fallen apart already.
Damn it. I know what to do. Got it. Ow, hit my head again.
Did she treat that injury?
I think we're going to in a second. First we need to eat.
Feels like we already should have.
Yeah.
Just remember Roth's training.
You can have the best form and technique in the world, but it won't mean a thing if you can't focus.
Was Roth the professor?
Roth is the like the lead expedition guy.
The mustache, glasses, mullet?
So hungry.
No, that's the professor.
to find
Roth's
something
like the dude with like the vest on and.
It happened again.
Oh, one second.
Private Coast
I don't want to interrupt these.
He was on gate duty last night. No one heard anything. And this morning, they found his helmet. Nothing else. No tracks of his leaving. No blood. No shell casings. Nothing. The others are talking about Chinese partisans. Maybe even American GIs. Damn fools. They have no idea what's happening here. It is the Oni. who stalk us. The restless, evil spirits. They live in the old places of this island. We are trespassers here, and they are watching us, waiting. All these wrecks, the ruins, this entire island is a graveyard. It's only a matter of time. The Oni will come for us.
Got it. There's a bunch of those. We're gonna listen to them all.
Great.
I like how funny some of them get. But yeah, Roth is like the lead exposition guy, kind of like peppered hair. He decided we're going into the Dragon Circle, and the Whitman, the lead researcher guy, was like, I don't want to do that because I say I'm smart.
And was Laura advocating for going into the circle?
Yeah, she
Is
wants
that what
to,
she was saying there?
She wants to find more. Got it.
But there's no reason to go this. Probably shouldn't make fun of him. He's probably pretty.
Sorry.
Hello, Kika and Wime. I'm going to listen to all of them, Carnios, because I'm going to 100% this game. Maybe I'll try and do some of them off stream.
Let's skin this deer.
Oof.
It's still something that's like really hit me before watching a video game is just like, it's not even the biggest detail. It's just in Red Dead Redemption 2, I've seen people play it. And the way you skin rabbits in that game, you just kind of cut a slit and then grab them by the tail and just shuck the whole thing.
Always have some fancy gadget to tell you where you are. If you can learn to read the land and the stars,
damn it.
You'll always be able
Dude,
to find
great.
your way home.
I wish I was. Well, hey, there's one. I need that. Alright. I like when a game, like, if you're gonna have me get animals and you make me skin them, don't do like a big old cutscene every time. That's annoying. Alright. Christmas for almost 14 hours. Oh yeah, time zones, but it's only been not Christmas for me for -4 hours. Oh, I want that.
Wanna try that one again, bud?
It'll be Christmas in hours yet. I hope everybody is having a good holiday, though. I am.
I have Sekiro and Yakuza.
Ooh.
I don't think Sekiro DLC has come out yet, so I don't think I need to get that.
It has.
Oh, it has?
There's new fights, technically, and like a boss rush mode with the new moves and stuff.
Is there actual new, like...
There's no new...
DLC area content?
There's no DLC area. It's, there's like remixes on bosses and stuff, and some like really cool, new, like looks and stuff you can get, I believe. I will have to wait for that. Oh, I'm not hardened yet. Okay. Whatever. Let's get survivalist. There. Now we can see glowing food.
This is Conrad Roth, captain of the Endurance.
There he is.
We are shipwrecked on an island inside
Yeah, there's a
the
sucker
Dragon's
update.
Triangle.
You can fight Genichiro again, and he throws the lightning back at you again. Oh my god.
Oh, but is that like an actual
Then it went black and I woke up in a cave.
like
There was
DLC
something
pack, or is that just an update?
body.
I think it might just be an update.
Where are you
Okay,
now,
well that's
Lara?
different then.
It was so horrible.
I
It's all my
it
fault.
was one of the
It's all my fault.
Lara,
I think
listen
it
to
was my second favorite Soulsborne game.
It's pretty different from the rest of them,
Yeah.
from what I understand.
I liked what it offered, and once I learned how to do the combat, it was fine.
I'm excited to fight Monkey.
Monkey's cool. Learning how to do a thing on the monkey made it a much more tolerable boss fight. I am ready for this.
Okay.
Alright. So we can always come back here later for stuff.
And also Yakuza seems cool.
Was it like a dragon or
it's 0?
Oh, 0. Okay, cool. That is a cool one.
Yeah, I've heard it's 0, 6, and 7, which are the newer ones, right?
Yes. I want to get like a dragon because I heard it's really
That's the one that's just come out. And from what I've seen, it has like
Some kind
more
of container.
like the protagonist is canonically a gamer, so it has like RPG elements too.
Well, no, okay, so
you manage a party in battle.
So it does have RPG elements, but the story of that game is fascinating to me because Yakuza Like a Dragon is like a really good RPG apparently, but it was made as like a joke. The game was originally going to be like more like traditional game with like Kiryu and another character, but for April Fools they put out a trailer that like was like, hey, it's like a dragon with this guy, and then people were like, yeah, and they were like, okay, let's do it. So I really want to play it. I hate it as a JRPG. Yeah, it's I want to try it because it's different from all the other Yakuzas, and the new character seems cool. And because of Like a Dragon's like success, apparently they're going to be like maybe moving away from Kiryu and Dojima into Ichiban more permanently.
Damn it.
I'm gonna be just a minute.
Sure. They were always going away from Kiryu? Okay. What didn't you like about Sekiro? Ah. Oh, I want to go down. I'm also curious, Carnies. Why didn't you like Sekiro? Weird markings on the wall. Let's get under there. At all.
What am I doing?
I think it might be a good JRPG too, but what does that mean? I don't remember a lot of this, but was it like just the combat, the characters, everything, or was there one thing in particular that kind of turned you away from it? Because admittedly, I liked Dark Souls 2 more than most of the others. And if you turn this
There
around,
are traces of white paint on the inside. Whoever used this mask was of noble birth.
you can turn the treasures you find around to find secrets within them. Let's try and get them all. Oh, we can see
to pry this open.
we can see an upgrade early. No one leaves. Oh. It's the combat. Characters in the writing of a Souls game. Don't worry. The characters in the writing of a Souls game don't do anything. That's fair. That's why I like Souls games generally. So that's why I muddled through DS1 and DS3 to some extent. I don't particularly find the games fun, but I do find the setting cool. What are you guys doing down here with all this meat? It's gross. What changed Sekiro combat for me was learning how to block dance. Not to like discount your decision or anything, but like that really made the combat feel different. Instead of blocking, tapping the button still works effectively and can lead to parries. Alright, Laura, where are we headed next?
Hold on.
Sam?
Did you get that?
Got it.
We have a fire. Look for the smoke.
Part of that would be the one sword action stuff bores me more than all this. That's fair. Honestly, until I got like some of the kicking moves, I was very lukewarm on the combat. And then once I got some of the prosthetic arm stuff, like I got more stuff than just the sword, I enjoyed the combat more.
Laura, you made it.
Sam. Thank goodness.
Hey Sam, what's up?
Surprise. It's okay. He's one of us.
Sorry if I startled you. This place would make anyone a little jumpy. We just spoke to your crew. They're on their way.
Look, he bandaged my foot.
Oh, it was the least I could do. My manners. I'm sorry, I'm Matthias. A teacher by trade.
Where do you teach?
Not really cut out for island life, I'm afraid.
Yeah, the sub-weapon ninja.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Sam here was just telling me about the sun.
Do you prefer just like heavier weapons in games?
Can you tell me more? I'm intrigued.
Well, believe it or not,
Because when we get one in this game, I'm sure gonna use it.
Queen Himiko pretty much ran things in Japan.
She loves telling this story.
Himiko was beautiful, enigmatic, but also ruthless and powerful.
Head weapons dual wielding.
Legend says she had shamanistic powers.
And this is where she loses me.
Well, there's always some truth to miss.
She commanded an army of samurai warriors, her magnificent storm guard. They rode the very winds into battle, laying waste to all who opposed them. They say the sun rose at Himiko's command, and she
I'm realizing a thing
everything her
as
face touched.
this conversation is happening.
Sea, beyond.
But what happened to her?
Oh, Sam.
Matthias? Sam!
Oh, it's just gone for the day. My voice is kind of tired from, oh my god, Laura, fuck. I forgot how brutal this just is at the beginning. My voice is kind of tired from, some voice acting stuff I've been doing. Sorry, I probably shouldn't need to focus on this hard, but I don't want to die. Where you at? Where you at, Wolves? Bye. Thank you, I hope my voice recovers soon too. What I hope recovers is my computer. Right before I started this stream, my second monitor died, so managing my stream got a little tougher. I need to save up some money after Christmas and Jesus, and buy a new cable to, or probably a new monitor.
It's good to see you, little bird.
I got all my other computer upgrades done, and then something else broke.
She was with you.
She was here with that man, Matthias. But I passed out. When I woke up, they were both gone.
You girls should need
I am back. Has she explained what I've just been missing?
We found Sam. She was with a guy named Matthias. And when we fell asleep by a campfire, they were both gone. And then we walked down a hill and got our leg trapped in a bear trap.
Bear trap.
Yes.
Cool. Great.
It's been a while. It's all coming back to me.
Definitely does not have enough force to just shatter your leg immediately.
No. Also, nerd professor. Oh, gun.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, we just need to rest for a few minutes.
I don't know if he just had 2 bags, because that was the same bag that we left, like, on the ground where they left from.
You sit.
It's
you sit here.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll check up ahead.
Okay. Not so bad.
Yeah, now we're fine. We just had to sit on it for a bit. Alright. That's too tough.
I don't like the sound of that.
What'd you find, Livin? You got it, Livin. I gotta pick up GPS
Some
caches
kind of
first.
coordinates. Did someone want these to
Cool.
be found?
There's a lot of collectibles in this game.
Lara's having a crisis of confidence, so for her sake, I'll keep up a happy face.
Come on,
Something about
Sam.
this expedition has been making me nervous. I have butterflies in my stomach. As we sail closer to the Dragon's Triangle, I'm starting to feel nauseous. And this isn't the excited kind of nerves. What the hell is wrong with me? I should be excited. This trip is going to be awesome. I just need to shake off this feeling. Maybe I can convince Lara to take a break and have a drink with me.
Heck yeah. I'm into it. Let's do it. Ah!
Immediately attacked by dogs while alone.
There's another one somewhere. I don't see it.
I feel like the universe just might not like Laura very much.
No.
Could have warned me about the wolves, Doctor.
So yeah, he didn't tell us there were wolves here. But there's a very important move that it just told me about. That scramble thing on the ground is how you do so much shit in this game. It's not even a lot of stuff. It's just, it's a very useful move to have in your arsenal. I don't think there's anything else we can get at the moment. Not just salvage. Okay, that's fine. We'll be revisiting areas to collect things that we can't get now. Because there's a bunch of it. I'm just making sure I grab all the garbage I can. God damn it, another wolf. There's so many wolves in this little forest. Where are you? That's another thing I did.
Another shrine. Who are they worshipping?
Oh, we also learned about Himiko.
Whitman is such a drama queen. I can't believe the hissy fit he threw during the filler shoot. I mean, this is his job, right? It's not like he's offering anything to the actual research part of this expedition. Once we find Yamatai and the cameras are rolling, he'll calm down. He might be a total pain in the ass, but he knows how to work a scene. I just need to do my job and keep my cool. Laura doesn't know it, but I've been shooting footage of her too. I really want to make sure she gets the credit she deserves. And besides, she looks great on film. I think she's a natural. That's probably going to drive Whitman out of his mind with jealousy. But by the time he finds out, we'll be enjoying the premiere and Telluride.
Oh man. Yeah, it's pretty overt.
Yeah. Hey, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
No, if I start talking about what I don't like about Prometheus, it's gonna be a while.
Oh, I mean, by all means.
I still just get annoyed at the dudes who went on a trip to find alien stuff, and then were like, when they found alien stuff, we're like, what the fuck? Why is there alien stuff? We didn't sign up for this.
Dogs hate Laura because when I see you rub down her. Damn it. I wish people wouldn't rub me down with bacon. That's gross.
It's not without asking first.
Yeah, if you're gonna put bacon on me, just let me know so I can get ready. Make sure you sit at camps so that you can. Oh fuck! I skipped the journal. When you stop at a camp, she does do a journal entry. My bad. I skipped one. Whoopsie daisel. I forgot. Oni.
These are fascinating.
There is alien stuff and alien stuff.
They must be ritualistic.
This female image is particularly interesting.
Yeah, Sam went into detail about like Himiko, who like led
the queen of Yamatai.
Yeah, she led the storm guard and stuff.
Yes, well, let's hope we don't become murderers too.
See if you can work the other one.
Hey, dude, I just got my leg in a bear trap.
Himiko is a ancient one in Breakfast Cult.
Ooh.
Oh shit! It won't take the force. I'll have to find.
Movians from Yamatai are a type of ancient one. She is one of the two listed in the book.
That's cool.
Let's see if I can fix this axe.
Alright, so we have a bunch of scrap. So I like that you don't actually find a whole bunch of new gear in this game. You just make the gear you have better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so instead of that old axe, now it's covered in metal. We just made it better. Strengthen. So now our climbing axe can open things. I'm gonna get more salvage.
All right, Laura. Shall we give it a go then?
Sure.
Let's do this, Doctor.
Whenever you're ready.
I have read Breakfast Cult many times. I have not run a game of Breakfast Cult because I'm allergic to running things.
That female figure on the gate.
In the same way that someone who is lactose intolerant might have craved the taste of dairy.
Are you sure you're not channeling Sam?
Or I crave the taste of pasta.
Well, there's no doubt.
Are you allergic to pasta?
Nah, I just eat it a lot.
That's not really...
No, it's not apropos at all. I just like to say I eat pasta a lot.
You're very proud of it.
It's my crowning achievement.
You can aim a little higher.
Yeah,
You sound like
probably.
my father.
I don't know.
I would say you've already aimed and hit higher.
If we don't live to tell it.
I still hope that you one day wish to run Breakfast Cult, because I think you did a good job on the one you did run.
But look,
It's more... I wish plenty.
why is she still
That's
being
not the
rushed?
problem.
This island, it must have once been part of Yamatai. You were right, Laura.
The Lost Kingdom.
It's like finding Atlantis.
Ooh, that
But
might be a
this is
fun
real,
system
Dr.
for my
Whitman. We're not standing
proposed
on a
campaign idea.
We're standing on a gold mine.
Come, Quickly, your friends are hurt.
Yes, probably by them.
Get back.
They can't be trusted.
What?
You still have a gun.
I don't want any trouble.
No.
We'll come. But I insist that afterwards you take us to whoever's in charge.
What are you doing?
Be quiet.
No!
I'm handling this.
No!
Yep.
Please!
Cool.
Just go along with them, Laura.
Thanks, Whitman.
Do whatever they say.
This guy sucks.
Yeah, he kind of sucks.
Who are you people? What do you want with us?
Laura!
Lots of lactose intolerant people eat and drink dairy. They just don't do it often, or it depends on the severity of their intolerance.
Or if they have lactate pills or something.
Yeah. Oh no, bad guy. Ow. Stop hitting me in the head.
Thanks, Whitman.
So that dude can awfully see me, huh?
Don't make a sound.
Yeah, I'm on it.
No.
No.
Anything? I can't find her. She's gone. Keep looking.
It's not necessarily... That doesn't seem right, Kika, but... I guess theoretically that doesn't sound impossible, just extremely unlikely and ill-advised.
Girl is missing. Keep an eye out.
All right.
Some things just don't work like that, yeah. Like you talk about, like, oh, I've exposed myself to this poison to give myself a gradual immunity. Except some stuff just doesn't work like that, and in fact works the exact opposite, yeah. Like if you get stung by bees or bit by snakes, you're actively you have a much higher chance of going into anaphylactic shock on subsequent stings or bites. Although in the bee case, you'd have to be stung a lot or already be kind of allergic.
Right. That's why my dad doesn't do bees.
No one escapes.
My mom specifically only developed lactose intolerance after she drank a bunch of... after she, like, craved milk while pregnant with me.
Cool.
Man, this game.
Yep. Starting off great. I shot him in the dick. Come on, game.
If you shot him in the head, would that have just ended it, or did you not aim up that far?
I couldn't aim up that high because you gotta get to that moment. So, before this, Laura has never done like killing people stuff. So this is super fucking awful.
Yeah. Seems not great.
But she has to survive.
Oh God!
As someone who's been hit with a bullet, that shit sucks. Hearing bullets, it sucks. I mean, it was for training. Kevlar, baby. Just gonna leave y'all.
Kevlar Croft.
Kevlar. What an upgrade. It's a bulletproof archaeologist. Oh no. Ow. Fuck.
Got another one. She went down over there.
Normally I know the bad guy voices in video games. I don't actually remember these guys.
I'm still just... Whenever I think about enemy voices in video games, I flash back to playing Bioshock 2. And not being as scared as I should be of the spider slicers, because they are immediately recognizable as Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. One day we're gonna do Bioshock, the series, but not super soon. I can't wait to get to Bioshock 2.
I was actually thinking about playing it again recently, as a matter of going back for some some achievements I never got.
I'm gonna see if we can get a game of Minerva's Den or whatever.
What? Minerva's Den is the story.
Oh no, the multiplayer part.
I'm not sure that still...
No,
I don't know if that's still up.
Maybe? I don't want to die.
I'm not even sure they included that in like the remastered versions.
I thought they did.
I remember playing that at PAX before it was actually released.
Huh.
I won the round because I got the Big Daddy suit.
And then you murdered everybody.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
If I ever did an LP of Bioshock, there's a joke I'd like to do, but it would, like, super get DMCA'd.
Of what?
It would specifically have to be Bioshock 2, and just, like, you go through the intro, and then, like, when the title card comes up, you just start playing that one Nicki Minaj, Meek Mill song, Big Daddy.
So what came in? Another tanker?
I mean,
Looked like some kind of research ship.
I can do that.
Well, it's not a matter of whether or not it would be done, or whether or not, like, it could be done, or whether or not it would be funny. It's a matter of copyright strikes.
If it's an original piece of music that happens to sound similar.
I need backup.
Sure do, bud. You just get it all in there. Oh, they killed one of the camera crew. And what's Sam gonna do now?
Sorry, unnamed cameraman.
Lara, are you there?
Yes.
Lara.
I can see smoke coming from the old ruins. You okay?
Oh,
It's
God.
possible to tip the
Roth, I'm in
DMCA
trouble.
robots
They're
if you
killing
make something
people.
that sounds very, very similar. But if you make it, say,
I don't know why.
Vuvuzela,
I had to kill some
Big
of them.
Teddy,
I had no
that
choice.
usually works.
Uh-huh.
It's scary just how easy it was. You've got to warn the others, Roth.
Don't worry about them right now. You just do whatever it takes to get to me, Lara.
I'll try.
Bioshock 2 plays much better than the first one, even if the story is much stupider.
Yeah. I still liked it. It was a fun time.
Sure. I enjoyed it as well. It's just...
a very silly game. Don't have
the beginning of some of the precursor to the worst problems in Infinite of its, like, weird both sides-ism.
Yeah. Bioshock Infinite is a game that I vehemently despise and like little bits of here and there.
Playing parts of it is fine.
Yeah. Experiencing
But sometimes...
it's rough.
Yeah. But, like... Fiona specifically made me think of it this way, where it's like... Bioshock 2 is, what if there was more Rapture bad stuff, but this time it's super far left instead of right?
Oh.
Except it doesn't really work, because
Since the plane crash.
the bad stuff in the first game is not that much of an exaggeration,
Nah.
while Lamb's stuff is, like,
Just like the first time.
super out there.
A little bit.
With no explanation. The moment we made for open water, the winds picked up, followed by an impossible wave. Like a child's toy, our lifeboat was smashed violently into the rocky shore. Now 2 more lie dead, and another is wounded beyond help. The others are starting to panic, and they're looking to me for a plan. I do have one, but it doesn't include them. They're weak and stupid. A liability.
They're weak and stupid.
I suggested they make another attempt to leave, but I won't join them. To do so would be suicide.
It's clear to me now.
This is clear to me now.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool guy.
The thing about nightmares is sooner or later, you wake up.
Sooner or later.
But there's no waking up from this place. Which means I'm really here. I'm really doing these things. No. Don't think about it, Lara. Not now. It won't help.
It won't.
I don't know what's happened to the rest of the crew. I hope they're okay. They have to be. They have to be. I don't know what the hell is going on here. All that matters is that Roth finds a way to get us home.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh yeah, I don't. So I would. The game doesn't have to explain it, but you can fast travel to any camp you sat at. And I don't know how she does it.
Just got word from the West Beach. Looks like a smaller group escaped into the lower forest. Maybe we get a hunting party down there. No, Father Matthias went himself.
Matthias?
Told us to stay.
Oh, we're doing religious horror stuff now, huh?
A little bit.
I don't know. Maybe another girl for the ritual. We'll know more by tonight. Was a bloodbath down there. Vladimir's in charge. What'd you expect? He loves killing. Nice at the same. Not a damn thing. The Russians have been with him.
Don't feel bad about killing any of these guys. They love killing.
They make the rules, brother. Just follow along. Keep your head down. I'm gonna check things out below. Need some help! Oh, shit.
Have you noticed that she's armed?
Nah. They're the baddest bad guys because they're also sexist. Oh.
We're fucking 5th graders.
For anybody watching this, I'm very sorry about my aim. Just gonna have to live with it. I'm a miss.
Is this controller or mouse and keyboard?
Always controller. If this was mouse and keyboard, I would have been dead there. It's funny, but it is absolutely true.
Listen, I can understand. I generally prefer mouse and keyboard when there's like aiming.
Yeah.
Although if it's like a Skyrim sort of bow, I guess it's not. Controller works.
It's supposed to be more precise. I just can't do it. My brain disconnects from my body.
She's in here somewhere. Find her. Capture or kill? Kill her! She's too much trouble.
Kill.
What was that? Quiet! Quiet!
Kill.
Check that side. Got it.
Kill, death.
I want to kill. I want to kill.
Words, do you know something that's good?
I know a couple things.
Salmon Max is good.
Ooh.
You find anything on that side? No! Not a damn thing! Whoa.
I played through the first season of the remastered Telltale game. And I'm excited for when they maybe talk about getting seasons 2 or 3 involved too.
I want to try those. They seem cool.
I would like to buy the physical comics, but they are ludicrously expensive because they've been out of print for a good amount of time.
Just 3 dudes up there, so...
They've also had an animated series I could maybe look into.
Ooh. Sure is, bud. Got him.
There she is.
Ow. Fuck, there was more. Fuck!
I started thinking about it because of Poker Night at the inventory. And how Max is in 1 and Sam is in 2, respectively.
Fuck! That wasn't good. I've only ever played the Poker Night with, like, Brock Sampson and,
That's 2. And
yeah.
it has, it has Sam in it.
Yeah.
And Max is there in the background, commenting occasionally.
Yes. I hated that game for a long time because I kept losing.
Yeah, it can be rough.
I'm not good at poker.
I would also want to say to play. What was
Silk fan. Could have been used by a villager or a noble, maybe.
What was that? I think you'd like the 2 recurring characters besides Sam and Max themselves, which is Sybil Pandemic, who is
for real.
Yeah, she is a lady who runs the place to the left of their office. And she is in the first game, she has already gone through tattoo and piercing and has a psychiatrist job.
Okay.
And then every game onward, she has another new job with a new explanation as to why.
All right. That sounds like a good bit.
Getting increasingly weird. At one point, in one game, she has 2 jobs, which is she runs a dating service. And then when that goes bad, she doesn't have money to switch the signs, so she starts doing a carbon dating service.
Okay. Huh. I mean, this is an interesting character you presented to me, so yes, I am.
She's very sure every time that she's found the job she's gonna stick with, but inevitably.
This is the one.
And then there's Bosco, who is to the right of their office, who runs a Bosco's Inconvenience. He is an incredibly paranoid man who also makes shopping at his store the worst thing possible, basically. And Sam and Max keep going to him because he keeps selling, basically every game after the first one, he's in a new disguise. A new, very obvious disguise. And always, does a quick spiel that they don't buy and then whispers, "Hey guys, it's me, Bosco!" And every game, he has a new invention, which turns out to be, some sort of super science thing, the way he describes it, except you actually buy it for some ludicrous amount. It increases every game. And it turns out it's a bunch of makeshift stuff he's kind of cobbled together, but it still works the way he describes.
Okay. Again, these already sound like interesting characters, so hell yeah, I'm in. I'm down. Let's do it. I think I got them all. Right? Yeah. All 3 seasons. book.
When we washed up on this rock, the rain and wind pounded us for days. We couldn't build shelter or forage for food. Christ, we couldn't even move. It was like some enormous hand was holding us down. Just as the storm was finally breaking, Father Matthias came to us. He was calm and soft-spoken. He seemed to know us, our names, where we were from. He spoke to us in our native language.
That's not suspicious?
And we listened. And as we listened, he told us the truth of this island. He offered us a choice. Salvation.
Yes, Wime. So far, only the first has been remastered, though I think they've talked about moving on to the second.
Without hesitation, we killed them then and there. Father Matthias didn't
Probably
seem
get it after
malicious
this.
or angry, just calm and decisive. As I stood there in the sand, wet with the blood of my comrades, I knew I could never refuse him.
You sound impressionable, friend.
But yeah, you get stuff like he charges you 100,000 for a tear gas grenade, which turns out to be like one of those salad guns that he's put a bunch of onions in.
Okay.
He'll sell you truth serum, and it's a bottle of homemade vodka, that kind of thing.
But it does what it's supposed to, because...
It does what it's supposed to. Oh, what is it? It's like a... Yeah, it's called a salad shooter. It's for, like, chopping vegetables and fruits quickly. Jeez, dude.
His leg is ruined.
Got that fucking... Ooh.
God's got nothing to do with it. It's good to see you two, girl.
Sorry, they did a real number on your leg.
No, looks worse than it is.
It looks like you were missing like 30% of that, dog.
Yeah, it's not great.
Wait, what are you doing?
The wolves took my food pack. The transmitter from the lifeboat's in it. If we don't get that back, we're not getting off this bloody island.
You need bandages, morphine, antiseptic.
Also in the pack.
Shit.
Exactly. Come here. Come on. Oh.
Oh no. No. Oh, don't do this to me, you northern bastard.
British.
I'm British. So is he.
You're a different kind of British.
Yeah. I know what this means, right? Isn't it? I'm not British and I can't do it.
I'm not British. I've been watching some QI lately, but that's about it.
One of my bosses at work, me and him watch a lot of Top Gear or whatever their new show is. He likes cars.
Sure.
A lot of British humor on that too.
Jeremy Clarkson's on QI sometimes, or at least he was.
I'm gonna fight some wolves. We really haven't even dealt with that hole in our stomach, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're a little hypocritical for talking about needing to dress that wound, Laura.
I pulled it out, it's fine.
The pack's up there somewhere.
I can see a wolf from here. Criminy, that looks bad. Anyway.
Could be better, probably.
Need to chill here for a second, dog. Gotta buy some new skills. What? Bone collector.
bone.
That's me, the bone collector. I want to upgrade my bow. Alright. Stuart Lee's Top Gear bit. What is this Top Gear bit? I don't think I've ever seen it.
There's...
There's?
What if Lara was just... What if it was just like Wilhelm in the pre-sequel and she just had the option to become more of a cyborg over the course of a game?
Oh god, that would be awesome. My name is Laura. I will terminate you now. There is nothing you can do to get away from me.
Kamakura period.
I will survive at all costs. Ha, a box.
This must have belonged to a U.S. Marine. Were they on the island in
How
force
can you
or just an
tell?
advance party?
It says Marine on the bottom.
Oh. And there's a big
These
eagle.
rocks represent friends lost or enemies killed. Either way, he needed a drink.
Simplify. Ah, such history. I see an upgrade in our future. Oop. Again, don't know how she does
all
that.
I know about Top Gear is that it's about cars and Jeremy Clarkson kind of sucks.
Why does he suck? What did he do?
Said some stuff and then complained about getting in trouble
Ah, that's unfortunate.
in the very old white dude kind of way.
Yet inscrutable, calculating even. She surrounds herself with her priestesses of the sun. No men attend her, save the general of her armies. When I met with her alone, I came to realize that she is not at all what she seems. I was sent by my lord to spy on her, to assess the strength of her armies. But now, I feel she is the one assessing me. My lord has perhaps underestimated the threat of Yamatai. Though I cannot gauge the true strength of her storm god, I cannot deny a powerful feeling that the Sun Queen should not be trifled with.
Yeah, he's a Tory. Like, English Republican, basically.
Oh, okay, I got it. Well, sorry, Chief.
You got assessed too hard by the Queen.
Yeah, a little bit. I gotta fight wolves. Admittedly, I also think my boss is a Republican. He just doesn't like Trump. Nonetheless. I don't believe that's correct. Yeah. Nothing there. I need to go up, and I don't know where to go up. Oh, is it? Nope. That one's right. That would get fire. Alright. I just realized I don't have a sprint button, and I desperately miss it.
Speaking of Telltale games, I keep thinking that if I'm actually going to have a computer that can play it at some point, and B, if I actually want to go back and play that like DLC they released years later, I should try and play through Tales of the Borderlands.
Oh yeah, it was a good game.
If I actually want to play that last 2 DLC or play 3 at some point.
Found it. Yeah, I would. It's a cool time. I haven't played it again because I liked my run, but I want.
I only played the first episode, and I probably want to redo it if I'm going to play through the whole thing.
Yeah,
the idea I had to maybe redo it if I'm going into it is play Reese as like, you know, working to subvert, but like kind of weaselly, like yes man to people's faces.
Okay.
While playing Fiona as like generally not a bad person, but very opposed to giving second chances.
I think I played them both as like pure positive good as I could. Except for one thing with Reese, because I wanted to see where it went.
I'm going to be right back again real quick.
Sure. Love Some Sick didn't do a sprint when I did it. Sorry. Shouldn't I be worried about the wolf that just ran to that side?
I just want the pack. That's all.
I saw the wolf shadow.
Got it. Okay. Got to get this back to Roth.
Seems like a bad cave to be in. We'll do it. Damn it. God. Brutal.
Oh, that was close.
Huh. Yeah, so far what I've seen of the show, like, it's, or the new thing they're doing, I don't think it's called Top Gear. You know, the show seems fine. Nobody's said anything wild yet, so maybe that's why I'm fine with it, but my boss also generally doesn't mind those kinds of things, so I wouldn't be surprised if he, you know, if he knew about it and just didn't tell me or something. It's also not a, what's it called, a thing I paid a lot of attention to. Well, alright, we'll do it this way. Ugh. Not the way to do that, that's fine. Whoa. There we go. Yeah, she gets hit in the head and the legs a lot. A lot of people take leg damage in this game. I think everybody should invest in grooves anyway, but kicking is cool to me. time passes. Wow, she regenerated his leg. Cool.
It's not bad.
I know some people joined us since last time I asked, but how's the holiday treating everybody?
Late shift at the night.
I know some people have already had Christmas, but or their holiday. I've had these last 3 days off, so I'm just kind of living in the relaxation. It's great.
I assume the plan is to take that up to the radio tower.
Well, it should give us the best shot of broadcasting a strong signal in every direction. Look. Laura.
Also, this dude plays a pretty good dad figure in this game. Because I think your dad is dead.
Anytime soon.
Yeah, I was afraid you were going to say that.
You can do it, Laura. After all, you're a Croft.
I don't think I'm that kind of Croft.
Sure you are.
Hey.
Just don't know it yet.
Well, let's hope I'm a fast learner then.
Let's hope.
Just be careful, Laura.
I will. It comes in Rise. Ooh, okay. I guess this one does kind of set up Laura, like, on her own, basically the entire time.
You might want to give that axe a go on the rock wall over there first.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Have I missed much?
We healed Roth.
Training. All those treks, all those climbs. It's as if he'd been
Oh,
preparing
cool.
her for something like this all along. It's clear that there are people living here, and they're organized. They're killing and recruiting. But why? It's like some kind of cult. But a cult of what?
Definitely didn't outright call a dude father earlier,
Father
like a
Matthias,
priest.
yeah. Didn't you read the thing, Laura?
You should pay attention to subtitles, Laura.
I
Who do you
would.
think these people are?
Violent fanatics, some kind of cult.
I said that too,
But
Roth.
they're organized. They were ready for us.
Alright. So, we have an upgrade. This is the upgrade that I bet in some sort of meeting they're like, this is the iconic thing that people are going to recognize, and it's this climbing axe.
Sure.
It's
I don't recognize it.
As the series would go on, like, it's something that stands out on her design. Nathan Drake
Does it get incorporated as like a melee weapon at any point?
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's also,
Nathan Drake has a...
He has his half tuck. Laura Croft has a climbing
That's
axe.
not quite the same, I don't think.
It's not. It's just, they have similar... how do I put this? I think they serve similar purposes.
There's like a distinct visual element that's supposed to be iconic.
Yeah.
Some sort of iconic cap, perhaps.
Yeah. In the next game, she gets 2 axes.
Great. Man, I'm just thinking about Sly Cooper now.
I should play those at some point.
There's 2 levels set in Canada in the second game. And in the second one, you get an upgrade to your cane that lets it split into 2 climbing axes.
That's awesome.
For ice walls and such.
Also, I've never actually seen that that movie. Whoop.
Nothing. There's no one up here.
Y'all can see me, right?
Make it up this far.
Should we head back up to the bunker? Nah, let's wait out the storm. Got it! Stay alert. Let's move inside. Good idea. God damn it! Need some help!
Ow.
You're having some troubles with the stealth, aren't you, Words?
Yeah, a little bit. Whoa.
Okay.
Alright, we'll figure this out.
Huh?
We'll
What?
figure this
What?
out.
What?
We'll figure this out. Don't worry about it. We'll figure this out. This is fine. I should probably
Dude.
reload. Got him.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, we got it.
Is that dude's whole job just to carry around a bunch of flammable liquid?
Yeah, you can tell because he's got the canisters and stuff. Huh. I didn't know Daniel Craig was in Lara Croft, the Tomb Raider movies.
At least the first one, apparently.
I have spoken to some of the villagers on the island. I was expressly forbidden to leave the palace, but this did not stop me.
I would have
My duties
stopped.
here are clear. I must learn the truth, but the stories I uncovered defy belief.
There's a graveliness, like inhalation at the end of a sentence kind of thing to this dude's voice. It makes him sound like a TTS.
This is certainly nonsense. But what can be the cause of such whispers? Is this how she controls her people? By engaging their primitive superstitions? I saw absolute reverence in their eyes when they spoke of her. Yet, I also sensed...
So yeah, in Breakfast Cult, the idea of these guys is that
reasonably and are well protected by her storm god. No wonder
Yamatai used to be a real place that was more like advanced in occult stuff than the places surrounding it.
Right.
And then for some reason one day they decided to basically just take their whole kingdom and
move it somewhere
leave
else.
that reality.
Huh.
And then
they can just do that?
Evidently they had enough occult knowledge of how to leave, at least.
Alright.
But it turns out being in a different reality for such a long time changed them a lot.
Okay.
And now they're not really all that recognizable as human, or the sentience in question, where there's like a weird loop between cause and effect, and
probably used for preparing medicinal
a
herbs.
city run by the people who do as the city tells them because the people want it, etc. Sort of looping in on itself.
Small bone fragments in the mortar well. Hopefully
It describes the city as a body and the citizens as its thoughts and cells.
Huh. Like that one time they turned a dragon into a city, or a city into a dragon. But less weird. I'm not gonna make that. Oop. Damn it. Huh. Damn it. Yeah, that's not good. I saw a shiny thing and had to get it. I wonder if that the Yamatai from Breakfast Cult, like, there's a not an entirely different idea in this game for how some things work. Oh, go this way. Let's go up. For real?
There's also an ancient one in there who works in a way not unlike the way Shakes has described Omai's typical power set to me.
Lara, are you there?
In a way of like seeing the data attached to things and like the webs between
and manipulating them.
Yeah, like
Any tips?
Hey, Lara.
an ancient one who basically works by like seeing the details rather than the things comprised of them,
I'll let you know when I find
and
it.
basically trying to rewrite reality like a narrative in a way that ends in it getting brought into existence. Getting better at the headshots.
Nah, it's luck.
There's also just straight up yokai as a category. The results of a, corporation with its own specific flavor of occult nightmare stuff and its own goals.
Everybody has their own specific nightmare stuff.
And what was it? Oh, just a category for like general grab bag of stuff that may have been worshipped once on Earth as like a god, but it's actually just a giant horror. The expansions add incursions, which is when you're dealing with like alien species rather than just a singular horrible being.
It's mechanical, not an electrical problem.
And basically more of the false gods, except specifically public domain Lovecraft stuff. And then stuff that's more based in technology and like digital creations and whatnot.
The
Yes, Alicia. It's my daughter.
Oh.
14 years old and smarter than you'll ever be.
Why do people ship Laura with this guy?
Because of what he does later.
Don't give him the attention. And yeah.
I'll take a look at this. Probably electrical.
Again, Sam is the better option.
So I was on the lock, right?
I mean, it was a good burn.
Hey, Grim.
Yeah.
Time to button down the hatches.
I'd be right with you. So I was on the lock, right? And this thing comes looming at me. Looming out of the water it was. So I give it a old Glasgow kiss, you know. Gets you out of trouble 9 times out of 10, that does.
I guess he means a headbutt.
And I've not touched a drop since.
Glasgow.
Oh my gosh. Sam, you gotta stop.
Right. Can we take B-roll, please? Thank you. Dr. James Whitman, filler 15, take 3, and action.
So
Now take a firm grip and then slice him down the belly like this.
What's up?
Yeah, you got.
what is Sam's actual job?
She's the videographer. She's like the.
She's the one documenting the expedition, basically.
Yeah.
While
I'll go get him.
Yeah. So
Escape Shirt is basically the one who's better at working the camera.
he's
or the technology, or the director, scene director.
Yeah, he does technology, engineering, and stuff like that. And they need to film this for B-roll for the TV show.
Reality TV business. I'm meant to be bringing
Why?
culture to the people, Sam, not dinner. No offense, Jonah.
You're kind of a fucker, you know that, Doctor?
But he's a.
I mean, that's a bad reason for it,
He's
Sam.
a fucker that
but
glows on camera.
Come on, let's just take it from the top, okay? We're gonna make you look like Gordon Ramsay in editing.
yeah, he's already mastered the cursing.
Filler 15, take 4, action.
Okay, now take a firm grip and then slice him down the belly like that.
I've studied them so much, I can see charts on the back of my eyelids. But if I'm not right about Yamatai being in the Dragon's Triangle...
I remember when you found that in one of your father's digs. You ran up and showed it to me dressed in your penguin pajamas.
I was 5 years old. It was my first find.
Yeah. You've got great instincts, girl. You just have to trust them.
That's what my father used to say.
Cardios,
Now, there was a man that ran on instinct.
I say go ahead and mention it.
Better or worse.
That's fine.
He would have been so proud of you, Lara.
I'm at least not doing this blind. I don't know if anybody else minds spoilers.
Whatever's
That's fair.
We'll get through it, eh?
In the next game, I'll probably be like, wait up, hold up.
Okay, Lara. Pull yourself together. They're counting on you.
We have to do this well. What's the way? Quiet down the rats first.
Hey! Get that damn gun off me!
That way the game can tell us there's a big ass gun up there.
Hey!
Hey! Get the fucking gun off me. You jamoke.
Can I bring something up to you that's very tangential, but...
What's that?
It's one of the... So, something prompted me to remember the series Aragon for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it reminded me, I'm almost certain I've talked about it before, of one of the few details I remember and still enjoy from Aragon.
What was that?
It had a system of magic that wasn't actually all that... It was... I don't think it was used. I don't remember much about Aragon, but basically... You had a magic language. You could say words to make stuff happen.
Right.
But if you could draw like a mental line between the word you were saying and what you wanted to happen, you could say pretty much any word, except the bigger the stretch, the more energy it would take out of you.
Sure.
Potentially like killing you if you weren't strong enough or sure enough in what you were doing. Like theoretically saying water to make a gem appear if you understood like erosion and ocean pressure and whatnot.
Right.
And there's a bit later where Aragon's being celebrated as like a hero, and there's like, you know, the peasants and whatnot. And a lady comes up to him and is like, "Oh, dragon hero, please bless my baby." And he's on the spot. The dude teaching him the magic language has told him, "Hey, don't try to go crazy with this stuff." But he's like, "How can I turn her down?" So he takes the baby and says... He tries to bless her. And he gets chewed out later by his teacher when he tells him what he said to make it happen. Because what he meant to say was, "Let this baby be shielded from misfortune." And what he wound up saying, because he fucked up the grammar just a tiny little bit, was, "Let this baby be a shield from misfortune." Which basically means that the baby sucks in everyone else's bad luck to experience it for herself.
It's, the City of Jonah. I think that's what it's called.
I don't know.
There's a... It's a... Okay, so imagine there's a city where nothing bad ever happens. Everybody always gets what they want. Everybody's always well fed. Everybody has a ton of money. Nobody ever gets sick. Everybody lives forever. You know, everybody has sex all the time. It's awesome. But in a basement at the bottom of the city, there is a...
Just some dude named Jonah getting tortured forever, basically.
Yeah, basically say somebody trips in the city, instead of them tripping, Jonah gets the effects of that tripping.
Like bangs his knee even if he's not moving somehow.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Bud.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, and she shows up later, and she's like weirdly like cognizant and intelligent, and like for her age, and is just
Damn it.
like mentally and like physically older, but like in a weird warped way by the curse of having to like experience bad stuff and grow up fast supernaturally, basically. And it's weird. It's a weird, neat thing in an otherwise kind of shitty series. It's that I'll remember, and also the description of how bad the dude tears up his thighs the first time he tries to ride a dragon because he forgets to make a saddle. And it's covered in horrible iron scales.
Huh. See, I'm probably imagining it much worse than it might have been described, but I'm imagining
like his seat and undercarriage area he had stuff there, but he didn't make like any sort of stirrups or like greaves or chaps or anything.
And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, so he's gripping these scales with his like legs in like shitty peasant trousers, basically.
It's freezing.
Gets it stiff. Ugh. Doesn't sound great.
Do the job. How many came in from the new rack? Couple dozen.
Father Matthias brought one in himself.
For the ritual?
Probably. We'll find out tonight.
What? Oh, I guess I'm going crazy. Let's turn that off. What? I only read like a tiny bit of Aragon before putting it down, and the way you describe that magic sounds cool.
It sounds interesting, but it doesn't quite. The rest of the books doesn't quite live up to the concept.
There's similar style of like spell casting that's present in a manga I was reading.
Yeah, which one's Jonah, by the way?
Jonah? That's the big guy with the red shirt.
The guy who was gutting the fish.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I like Jonah. I like the whole crew, honestly. Look at these dudes in their swagger walk.
There's no, like, corner takedown, is there? Dudes? Sure.
I don't know why more people don't show back up, but I remember Jonah being the one I liked the most.
It seems like maybe Sam could show up more, at least.
Yeah. Sam's dope.
Given how much of this game seems to focus on her already.
They could just be driving home the fact that her and Laura are best pals. I don't have fire to burn that down with. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ow. Ugh. Oh no. There it is. Oh, I got him. Oh, that's the other thing. You can execute people. I forgot about that. I need to shoot more people in the leg. The right side of the game is cut off a bit. Is it the stream is cut off? know so I can fix it. Alright, he came from up here. Weird. 1 second. That's not helping. Oh, I see. That should fix it. See if that sticks around.
That glass looks weak.
Oh. Got it.
So I retweeted something earlier
Mm-hmm.
about Kevin's sprites in the Ed, Edd and Eddy game Misadventures.
Oh, with his fucking
Not
face?
sprites, but models. And
Yeah.
his fucking giant chin and mouth. And I realized I could just pop that game in right now and play it. I own that game.
Damn it. Do you want to?
Maybe? I remember it not being the worst thing, but maybe I just liked Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Same.
I remember specifically that there were like 3... You had like configurations and... What? Hey dude, wouldn't breaking that glass like let the gas that's killing me out?
Yes.
Wouldn't that help me, dude?
I think so.
Jesus.
I'm a survivor.
You can switch which Ed is the leader, and they have different abilities, and then you have like a group up. Like an action that takes all 3 of them. It changes depending on which one's in the lead.
Please. Just kill me now.
Okay. Man, really comfortable with these guns, Laura.
Expedition
Super,
field
right?
report. Despite loss of 2 cargo ships to intense storms, the expedition has made landfall.
Yeah, it
We
like after that
established a
first section,
communications
Laura's
center high in the mountains, and coastal
essentially the
base
Terminator.
construction has commenced. Initial surveys have revealed several possible excavation sites. The island is much larger than we originally anticipated, and layered with many centuries of history. The task of identifying the source of the storms will be long and arduous. But if we succeed in our mission here, our victory in this war will be certain.
Interesting. So the Germans came and to look for war weapons and at Yamatai.
I guess.
Oh no.
It's like whatever the plot of that Man of Medan was.
Oh, the thing we're gonna play?
Are we?
Yeah.
I know you mentioned the other Dark Pictures stuff. But...
I bought them.
Well, forget what I said.
Oh, I died.
And it wiped your memory of anything I said in the last 10 seconds.
We'll figure it out. Oh no, an ambush.
Is what time context sensitive? Like you only get it.
You get it in specific moments and after some upgrades.
Gotcha. Seemed like that should have hit him.
Probably.
Thank you for shooting that light out. I was about to ask.
Oh! Oh. Jesus. Easy.
Hellboy's cool, and a lot of it is about fighting Nazis' occult divisions.
A lot of media that I've seen has dealt with, like, the Nazis secretly did occult stuff, and...
Well, because it's obviously very exaggerated in fiction, but the Nazis did legitimately look into certain, like, occult stuff.
I didn't know it was actually true. I thought it was just like, let's...
There's a kernel of truth, even though
Okay.
it's very exaggerated.
Gotcha. Okay. I thought it was like, let's make the Nazis even more bad by connecting them to demons.
No, I mean, like, they genuinely, I think, from what I understand, like, genuinely they tried to find the Lance of Longinus.
What? Huh.
For its, like, supposed powers or something.
That's what we
Stuff
want.
like that.
I gotta buy 4 more skills and then I can murder people forever. Just get that out. More bows. Oh. Oh, man.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back again real quick.
Sure. I should have thought before I upgraded stuff. Accuracy. The Thule Society was a real thing. Huh. I didn't know that. No, don't sit back down, Laura. I got stuff to do. I need to maybe do some reading tomorrow. Well, no, tomorrow I'm gonna go find a new monitor or new cord, and then I'm gonna... Don't do that, guy. Oh, give me your stuff. Huh. Then I'm going to try and finally upload some videos without my computer overheating.
I'm back. May have to step away again briefly in 10 minutes or so.
Not a problem.
Doesn't seem like shit's working.
No, it broke.
Alex, are you there?
Which one's Alex?
That's the nerd guy.
The console's a wreck.
He's the engineer dude, so he knows how to fix that stuff.
Well, unless you see a Radio Shack around, you're gonna have to patch it in
Joke.
the maintenance panel.
He's got lots of them. He's the funny guy.
That sounds simple enough.
Yeah,
He's the smart Alex.
Blah, 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 blah.
On those old towers, they installed those panels high up. I mean, way high up.
Acting weird for fun is some things people can do. I do it all the
Climbing
time.
again. Great.
I am alone now.
Oh, this is
The rest
the
of them
madman.
are dead.
There does not seem to be anyone
This is for the
around.
best.
They are too dumb and
I watched from the
stupid.
cliffs as their makeshift boat was tossed and turned by the storms. The clouds looked like a hand upon the water, desperately clawing at their doomed boat. None survived the wrath of the storm. I observed it carefully. The storm was localized and sudden. And just as suddenly, it was gone. And this is the most interesting detail. It didn't seem random. I sensed emotion, something deliberate. I don't know what's happening on this island. Not yet. But if I ever hope to escape, I must understand this phenomenon. Now my real work begins.
So this is Matthias's diary. Also, this is the second time somebody referred to a storm off of the coast of this island as like a hand. Like something physically reaching out to grab you. Ah, hot, spicy. Alright, time to get in the pressure cooker.
Great.
Yeah. Ow.
Loves to be scolded.
All I do every day.
That tower better work after all this.
Hot steam.
I mean, there's very rarely cold steam.
Isn't that called dry ice? It's just so cold it burns.
Snow. This isn't normal.
Oh, right. The first time I played this game, I remember because snow is suddenly weird for this island that's been basically just rain. They described this as geothermal activity, which is why this could happen.
Sure.
And that got my brain started. Oh, fuck. Was he just hiding around that?
He's been on this bridge for like hours.
He was just... Got ya.
Damn. How many are there?
Are you still alive? Wow. Cool. All right. I think it might just be a distance thing. I'm better at shooting people at long range. Oh, you're good. As I say that. I'd probably figure out a different option here. A lot of people on this island. I've killed like what, 50 people by now. Okay. Oh boy.
Keep her away from the tower.
Come on, guys. At some point, it stops being worth it.
We've got to protect the tower. Stop her at all costs. Come on, get some fire over there.
That's the thing I've never understood in, like, games like this, when there's a lot of enemies. At some point, you gotta go, nah, we aren't gonna win. They gotta protect them.
Out of the way. She's locked.
Longshoreman X.
Kinda.
Okay, focus. You can do this.
Coming for you.
Ow.
Time to go.
Cool.
Oh shit. She's still alive.
Also, she starts taunting them and at some point.
Just makes me think of The Secret Show.
The Secret Show?
It was a UK original cartoon that started showing on, like, Nickelodeon's secondary channel. And it's a goofy spy comedy that had a lot of running gags and repeated, like, once an episode catchphrases with different variations.
I've seen those before.
One of which was one of the agents, the one who usually gets, like, in more trouble for comedy purposes. The scientist character would once an episode, either before or after something bad happened, would ask, "Victor, are you still alive?" And Victor would angrily respond, "Yes, I'm still alive." Either, you know, barely, or like it would be a situation where he's trying to be quiet and he would blow his cover by responding. That kind of thing.
Okay. I've literally never heard the show, so cool. I thought I watched a lot of Nickelodeon growing up, so
There's a lot of stuff that's just like gags in the background, like the first episode they're trying to prevent the theft called The Secret Thing. They don't actually know what it does, it's just very important to keep it secret.
Okay.
It's just something inside of an orange, like, mail tube. And once an episode, it's hidden somewhere in the background.
Wait, just going forward from...
Yeah, every episode after that, it's just somewhere in the background.
To unlock the power of this island.
There's a specific agent who looks different from everyone else because he's a double agent placed somewhere in the background in every episode. A spider climbing on the wall that turns out to be a spy drone in one later episode, along with stuff like there was a dude whose name was changed daily.
His name?
He was like...
Oh, okay.
He was the guy who would give them their missions, their, like, briefings. And his name, as you know, for reasons of security, my name is changed daily. Today you may call me. And then he pulls out his, like, PDA and sighs because it's always something, like, silly and stupid. And that's what he's called for the rest of the episode.
See, I thought his name was changed daily.
It basically is. That's how you would refer to him as a general context. But every episode, it's a different stupid name.
Gotcha.
saying something is totally untested and highly dangerous.
Okay, here goes.
Stuff like that. Every episode would end framed as though it's like it starts as though it was a show called the Sweet Little Sweet Little Granny's Show or something, and where it gets interrupted before it starts by a bunch of the background secret agents who clear the place out in a different way every week to say, "Sorry, sweet little granny, this time slot is needed urgently. Run the secret show."
Okay, I like that bit.
And, you know, I think once an episode you see one of the bunnies in the background or something as well, that kind of thing.
Running gags are good, in my opinion.
It's a show very much built on them.
But
That shows how I learned what the name, what the word pescatarian meant.
Pescatarian? Fish eater?
Basically vegetarian other than eating fish.
Yeah.
And it's because in one episode there's the Earth gets invaded by an alien species who sends dignitaries to Earth and uses the fact that people, like, they smell delicious and people eat them as an excuse to invade, basically. So it's up to the main character, one of the main character who's vegetarian, to lead his force, only to find out that the other people he had assembled all fall victim to it because it turns out they're all pescatarian instead of straight up vegetarian.
Stand by for a response. You're tuned to the International Emergency.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Lara Croft of the
I learned
Endurance.
what pescatarian meant because I took Spanish class and the word pescado came up, which was fish, and then I think like a couple weeks later somebody said pescatarian and I was like, oh, it's like a fish veterinarian, and they're like, no.
So had we.
Got your approximate position.
Very wrong guess.
I'll figure something out.
We'll be heading your way soon. Out.
Lara Croft, you are my hero! Hey, you know, Reyes actually just cracked a smile.
Reyes is the lady with dreads.
It really seems like they're more setting up Nerd Guy and Reyes, honestly. If there wasn't that one scene of Reyes taking old dude.
I think the relationship is supposed to be more like he's a young kid and I'm a veteran explorer type. Zip lining is fun. Also, I still have a hole in my side. Wow. Laura's incredibly tough. I remember.
No,
this.
she probably attended to it off screen, I guess. At the campfire or something.
About to be attacked by a bunch of dudes.
You could say that for most of this game.
I specifically remember this spot.
Fuel tanks.
Oh, stuff to blow up.
Oh.
No use for these at all.
To find a way to light this fuel.
Couldn't possibly need any of this for her boat.
Nah. The boat. I think the boat's cracked in half, so we can't use it.
Gotcha.
That guy's wearing a soldier uniform.
And is mummified, basically.
Yeah, that happens to a lot of people here.
I guess that makes kind of sense up on Mountain Air. Whoa.
We got a fire starter.
Oh.
Now we can light our torch whenever we want. Which means we can get all those things that were just hanging up in the air. Luckily we can use this.
There was...
fuel.
I think it was also a Nickelodeon thing where specifically it was originally only shown in Australia, but later was like shown on their secondary channel of, oh, here comes the Storm Hand.
Yeah. And I didn't.
And Japanese
no one leaves.
ominous chanting from nowhere. There was an Australian live-action show about, like... Yeah, it is nice to get some explicit confirmation that something supernatural is happening.
Oh, yeah, we'll definitely get that.
We're not gonna get some, We're not gonna get some Uncharted stuff where it turns out the Yeti is just some, like... a bunch of a secret Himalayan society of dudes with like super soldier powers from tree sap or something.
Nope. It's gonna
be
very different.
The genie is actually a undiscovered hallucinogenic.
It's a little more overt than that, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a show called H2O something.
Oh,
mermaids.
the mermaid one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that.
The pilot.
Oh, he's gonna be dead. There's no way you're gonna find him alive. Yeah, 3 girls who wind up with mermaid powers, but turn into mermaids whenever they touch water.
Oh, right.
I found it really neat that they specifically gave the girls, like, different powers.
Well...
One of them could freeze water and do stuff with ice, one of them could heat water up and do stuff with steam, and one of them could just, like, move water, basically, like hydrokinesis.
I watched that show after watching the Disney Channel mermaid movie with the kid who like turned into a mermaid on his 18th birthday or whatever.
So, are you aware of Penny Snapcube and Chase Clown Depot's podcast, Mount Molehill, where they meticulously and overanalyze Disney Channel original movies?
I'm not.
That's their first episode. Is that?
Round the twist.
There was also a UK kids show that I remember seeing pretty neat. I think I found it because Richard Ayoade, I am butchering his name probably. That one New Zealand voice actor who was in the IT crowd.
Oh yeah, Ayoade.
It was a UK kids show called Strange Hill High about like a school with a bunch of like supernatural horror but comedy stuff happening. And the visual style is very interesting actually. Because it's like vinyl puppets.
Okay.
What the hell happened?
This storm
That
came out of nowhere.
What's it called again?
They just
Strange Hill High. They're like...
I saw the crash from here, so you must be close to my position. Just get back here safe.
All right.
I'm not sure it's... Yeah, it's not
On my way.
stop motion entirely. Most of it's like puppetry augmented by CGI for the mouth movements and stuff. But they're like very visually distinct and like vinyl figure looking puppets.
Richard Ayoade is not from New Zealand.
Maybe I'm thinking of a guy who plays Jermaine on Flight of the Conchords.
Perhaps. Hold up, I want to watch this intro real quick. Don't DMC
Are you watching Garnios Link?
Yeah.
Oh, already this intro.
What? That's enough to get DM, but what the heck? That's the intro to a show. Huh. What? Round the twist. I have a lot of new shows that I'm gonna do wiki dives on after this. Cause that's what I do. I just do wiki dives forever.
Yeah, I was thinking of Jermaine Clement.
In this section, my pistol has unlimited ammo. Got a lot of upgrades in the past, like, I don't know, 10 minutes. Now we're more powerful than...
Yeah, Carnios? That's something. Hey, that's a weird show, bud.
Damn it. Alright. Ooh. Shit, I should have got that. Huh. I don't think trees should get pregnant. If I'm being honest, it's a tree.
Especially not from piss.
Yeah, piss baby would be bad, personally, in my opinion. Don't do a piss baby. Got it. Got it.
There's got to be a way up.
Pretty sure the weirdest thing I've seen on TV was like definitely on some Adult Swim show.
I mean, that's an explanation, Carnios. I'm not sure it makes it better.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree that's still a little whack. Why would they do this? Was the Dryad, like, mad? Because all I'm imagining today is, like, if this were a thing today, the Dryad would be like, you need to pay child support or something.
Jokes.
I listen. I don't even think that's
like
jokes.
a spot to hook into.
That's not what I wanted to do. I did that. Okay. You have to be standing nearby the post. Then you'll hook into it. Different child befriended the water spirit to win a pissing. Why is this show full of piss? I demand there be less piss. I should. No. Nope. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. This is what we want. Pull the door down. We gotta get back to Roth so we can end the stream. So everybody can have their holiday time in the morning with people. Oh, he's up.
I'm really glad you moved.
You and me both, girl.
One moment they were fine, the next, there was this storm. It came out of nowhere.
It's not your fault, Lara.
I called them here, Roth.
Hey, we'll find another way.
Mayday, mayday. This is co-pilot Jessica Bear.
Another pilot.
177A.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, badly hurt when I landed and needed urgent aid. Is anyone there?
Captain Jessup, do you read?
I've deployed a smoke signal. Please.
Damn it, he can't hear me. I have to get to him.
No.
His signal's just over there.
We've got our own people to worry about. We'll need to regroup as soon as they find Sam.
I can't just leave him out there alone. I need to get to him.
Sometimes you've got to make sacrifices, Lara. You can't save everyone.
I know about sacrifices.
No. You know about loss. Sacrifice is a choice you make. Loss is a choice made for you.
I can't choose to let him die, Roth.
Damn, Ross.
Eh?
That was kind of whack. Alright, we got back to Ross, and we're coming for you in the future, dude. For now, I think that's enough for the holiday.
Out of my head. A storm that came
In an
out of
effort to prove
nowhere,
anything
the
that
clear
the older
sky,
kids
and
can
brought
do,
down
Bronson
a rain.
befriends a water spirit who
It's
gives
not
him the
rational.
power to
You
win a
know it's
urinating
not rational,
contest.
Lara. There must be some explanation.
Episode title Little
I
Squirt.
don't know what it is yet.
Oh, boy. Well, damn. Okay. We're gonna... Fuck. We're gonna go out on that, I guess.
Well, Bronson has been wearing his sneakers for 6 months now. The time has come for Faye's birthday party, and Bronson is dying to take off those sneakers in order to save a 200-year-old turtle.
Why? Why, Bronson?
Bronson takes a shine to Tony's ice-sculpted maiden, and the Ice Maiden wants to make Bronson her groom.
Jeez. Oh, around the twist. Hey everybody. Thank you for coming and joining me for some Christmas Eve. You got another one? I know you do.
No, keep going.
No, good. Let's just get it out of the way now.
Jealous that Pete gets to suck Fiona's neck during a school production of Dracula, Gribbs locks Pete in a public toilet. While there, Pete meets a ghost who is forced to scare Pete if he ever wants to get out.
You know, if it's just me and TT, there's probably going to be something weird that gets explained. And that's what I like about when it's just the two of us. God.
Yeah, and the episode Carnios mentioned is the first episode of the 3rd season.
Oh. Well, I'll have to give it a watch. Apparently, it's on YouTube. Hey, thanks for spending some time of your Christmas Eve with us at Game Jam. We probably, I don't know if people are going to be around for the 31st. Probably not. So, to everybody who watches and everybody who subbed or donated or, just watched and enjoyed a stream, thank you from me at least, and I want to say everybody at Game Jam, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us, watching, and hopefully having a good time. Next year, I hope we can keep doing some fun stuff with you guys, and keep playing awful, terrible, weird games and some good ones in between. I promise we won't do anything like Yeek again soon. But
we will probably play bad things, but not for such an extended amount of time.
Yeah, unless Quantic Dream comes in the picture. Yeah. Anyway,
the bad game.
I made them. I hope if you guys do, thank you. I hope you guys have. I don't expect anybody to watch the Carnios. I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I hope you have an exciting New Year. I hope to see you guys here next year for all the fun stuff we do, and for Tales of Harbor and all that stuff, and maybe for future projects. In any case, while I look for someone we can give a visit to, I think B is still playing Calico, which is an adorable game. I think I'm gonna send us over there so we can enjoy some holiday time with our good friend B Drops. Not
have a good night, folks.
Yeah, have a nice night, everybody. I will see you in the next year, most likely. Can't wait.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Happy holidays, folks.
Bye, guys. Jam. I got to finish
so,
song.
Just
Oh, yeah, we need to go offline.